Not even use both. I just use one pack. These are stickers I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just stuck them in there, and I did 5 of these, 1, 2, 3 numbers and number 5, and I put them in the sensory bin. And these, they can use them to mold, they can measure with them, they can count with them. There are these coins at the dollar store too. I got a couple packs of these. Hi family, I'm Dr. Brenda Woburiasti. I'm a licensed daycare provider, a published author of 3 children's books, an advocate, a consultant, a veteran's wife, and a mother. If you need help setting up your daycare service or just looking for great ideas to incorporate a play-based learning approach as well as learn about research-based solutions to issues impacting education, this is the channel for you. Subscribe, share, like. Thank you. So I always start my sensory bins with a blank canvas, and you already know this container by now. It's a little white bowl. I use it for sensory activities. I also use it to cook. So when we're done with the sensory activities, I wash it and put it back in the kitchen. So I got this stretch sand from Hobby Lobby, and it came with some sea creatures. This is St. Patrick's Day sensory bin. We're not doing anything about beach or sea creatures, so I didn't use that part, but I'm gonna save it for summer. So this sand is like you can mold it. It's kind of wet, but yet it's dry. It has little particles. I just like spread it around on you can see it's coming together. It separates. It's fine, very fine, and smooth. I mean, even I wanted to keep playing with it. Kind of like gum, but not as stretchy and as sticky as gum. Very nice texture. I really, really like it. So I just kind of put it in the bowl and just patted it with my hand, and then I started to add the other stuff from the dollar store. These little pots, you know about the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So I got these little pots from the dollar store. It was a pack of like 6 or so, and I got 2 packs. I did not even use both. I just used 1 pack. These are stickers I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just stuck them in there, and I did 5 of these, 1, 2, 3 numbers and number 5, and I put them in the sensory bin. And these, they can use them to mold, they can measure with them, they can count with them. There are these coins at the dollar store too. I got a couple packs of these. I just put them right there on the side, and they are gold coins, and we know that St. Patrick's Day has to do with rainbows and coins and pot of gold. So this rainbow is ceramic, so that means it can break, but this was all I could find at the dollar store. So I was like, I better take it because I needed a rainbow in here, and I took it and just stuck it down there. It worked. It really, really worked. So I was just fixing the pot, just making sure they stay standing, because I wanted them to stay standing. Okay, what is sensory play? And I do want to talk about this a little bit here as we're making the sensory bin. So sensory play is a play that invigorates a child's sense of touch, taste, and smell, sight, movement, and balance. And you can see that, like I tell you, the texture of the sand, the smell, the color, they are seeing all of these, and it's really nice. And I found this rainbow St. Patrick's Day clover, and I wanted to put them in there, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm hoping we all have the big great luck of the Irish as we're using these clover leaves. But they were wooden leaves, and they had that little stalk, and I just stuck them down there, and then they had rainbows in them. So I knew I had to add some more coins, because the highlight of these being is gonna be the coins for the children. So then I brought out my scoopers. I use this for every sensory bean because it's good. They can mold with it. Since this sand can be molded, they can and this sand kind of felt like clay, but not too the particles were not too tightly together or too tight together. They were kind of loose. But then I have tweezer there for whatever they wanted to do with the tweezer. They could move the coins with the tweezer. They could move some sand particles with the tweezer. They could count the coins. I found these hats, these Irish hats, and the children actually got hats for St. Patrick's Day too. And I got those from the dollar store. So, ta-da! Sensory bean is ready. And I have those letters. I always have letters at the end of the table right there. You know that I flipped the table. I've done sensory beans before. I just flip my table and it becomes a surface, a bigger surface for the children to play with. So I spelled Patrick there. I wanted to spell Saint Patrick, but I changed my mind. Might be too complicated for the kids and too many letters lying out, and you know what they're gonna do. So they came and they got to work. Look what they're doing. They're molding. They're using the tweezers to move particles of sand from one place to another. They are using the scoopers to scoop. They were counting the coins. Look at them with their Irish hats. Isn't that cute? Too cute. So yeah, this was so fun. But when the fun was over, it was time to clean up. Okay, I have to say this. This was one of their funnest sensory play ever, but it was my most difficult to clean up. Rice is not difficult to clean up. This sand right here was everywhere. Like when they moved from the sensory play to other sections of the room, it was everywhere. But I put it all together. First I used my hand, and then I went outside, I dusted the carpet. I still had those little particles left, and then I had to bring in the vacuum machine to vacuum the carpet. The vacuum machine did a pretty good job, but it took me a while, and the children wanted to keep coming back to the sand. So it was really tough. It took longer time to clean up, unlike before when I do sensory plays, like fast, real quick and super fast and in a jiffy. But this one took a while to clean up. But it was the funnest. They loved it. They did not want to stop playing with it. And when they were done playing and I was trying to clean up, it was a lot of trouble just trying to get them to stay away so so I can clean up and get ready for lunch. But I did clean up by first I put the little pieces in the bag, the Ziploc bag, because I was going to use it again. And then I used that little brush and dustpan to do a little sweeping, and then the vacuum, and I sanitized the table, and look, beautiful.